What if I told you that in Monaco, beauty doesn't walk the red carpet, it drives it? Every morning, the streets of Monte Carlo transform into a catwalk of horsepower and haute couture. Ferrari doors lift like wings, heels step out onto marble pavements, and every camera turns toward the women who redefine elegance itself. These are not just arrivals, they are statements. From the roar of a V12 to the shimmer of a diamond clutch, Monaco's ladies have mastered the art of luxury as performance. Each supercar tells a story, not of speed, but of legacy. And behind every flawless arrival lies an empire of influence, beauty, and quiet power that most people only dream of touching. Stay until the end, because what happens after they step out of those cars will make you see Monaco's luxury lifestyle in a whole new light. If you love discovering the hidden world of wealth, glamour, and power, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and join inside the Billionaires, where every sound of an engine hides another secret waiting to be revealed. Because in Monaco, the real race isn't about who drives fastest, it's about who arrives best. They say Hollywood has the Oscars, but Monaco has the engines. Every sunrise at Casino Square feels like the world's most exclusive red carpet. Only here, the flashing lights come from carbon fiber bodies and million-dollar grills. The roar of a Ferrari Monza SP2 echoes off marble facades, followed by the whisper of a Rolls-Royce Cullinan gliding to a stop. Doors lift, heels tap, and lenses flash as if time itself pauses to witness perfection. These aren't celebrities, they're the women who own the spotlight without asking for it. Dressed in couture gowns from Dior or Valentino, they step out not as passengers, but as power symbols. Every glance, every move, every shimmer of silk says one thing. In Monaco, luxury isn't worn, it's lived. Tourists line the sidewalks, phones raised, whispering names they don't even know. Because here, anonymity is part of allure. Some say one of them is the wife of a billionaire banker, another, an heiress from Dubai, and one, a mysterious woman known only as the Queen of the Riviera. What connects them isn't fame, but the unspoken understanding that beauty and power can coexist in silence. Every supercar becomes their crown, every arrival their coronation. But not every arrival is about fashion. Some carry messages of silent power, and soon, one particular woman will step out of her car and change Monaco's luxury scene forever. When the sun hits the marble streets of Boulevard des Moulins, something magical happens. The world's most exclusive parade begins. No tickets, no announcers, no sponsors. Just an unspoken ritual where Monaco's most powerful women arrive, one after another, in a choreography of wealth and grace that makes even the Formula One Grand Prix look like rehearsal. They are the wives, lovers, and muses of billionaires, yet none of them walk behind anyone. Their cars glide forward with precision, forming a silent procession of influence. Rolls-Royce Phantoms, Bugatti Chirons, and McLarens align as if obeying an invisible symphony. Every arrival is a statement, not of who they married, but of who they've become. At Café de Paris, whispers rise with the champagne bubbles. That's the wife of a tech mogul from Singapore. She's the art investor who just bought a villa above La Voto Beach. And that woman in the white LaFerrari? She's said to control 3 private funds under her husband's name. They smile politely, but never speak too much. Their jewelry sparkles under the Riviera sun, each diamond reflecting stories untold, of loyalty, strategy, and quiet power. In Monaco, these women don't need titles. The city already crowns them with curiosity. Tourists think they're here for fashion. Locals know better, this parade is about territory. Who sits where, who parks closer, who arrives last, it all matters. Because in Monaco, timing is the new throne. Yet behind every perfect smile and polished chrome lies a truth that few dare to reveal. Not every queen wears her crown with love. Some wear it as armor, and one of them is about to use it to rewrite the rules of power in Monaco. In Monaco, a woman's car isn't just transportation, it's a declaration. Here, engines replace last names, and color palettes speak louder than family crests. Each Monaco lady chooses her supercar the way a queen chooses her crown, not to blend in, but to reign above. On any given afternoon, the streets glitter with automotive art. A ruby-red Ferrari 812 Superfast, reflecting the Riviera sun like a gemstone. A satin-black McLaren 765 LT, slicing through the harbor breeze. A rose-gold Lamborghini Aventador parked gracefully outside Hotel de Paris, its doors opening like butterfly wings for a woman in a silk Versace dress. Cameras click, whispers rise, because every arrival tells a story about power, taste, and legacy. For these women, a supercar isn't about speed, it's about narrative. One drives a Bentley Continental because her grandfather founded the company that sells the marble under Monte Carlo. Another prefers a rare Pagani Huayra, not because it's expensive, but because only two exist in Europe, and she owns both. Even the choice of license plate, initials, birth dates, cryptic numbers, hides meaning known only to insiders. It's an encrypted signature in motion. But there's one car that silences even the roar of others. A custom Bugatti Chiron Hermès edition, painted in deep obsidian, always arriving without warning. Its driver? A woman known to few, feared by many, whispered about as the hidden queen. When her car appears, conversations stop. No bodyguards, no entourage, just the reflection of her diamond-studded gloves gripping the steering wheel. And every time she parks by the casino steps, Monaco holds its breath. Because when the hidden queen steps out, the city's balance of power shifts just a little more. When daylight fades over the Riviera and the glow of the casino's chandeliers spills onto the marble streets, her kingdom awakens. Locals call her the Hidden Queen, a name whispered, never announced. She isn't on magazine covers, yet everyone in Monaco knows the sound of her arrival. That low, elegant hum of a Bugatti La Voiture Noire, the only one of its kind, wrapped in midnight gloss, signals that power has entered the scene. She steps out slowly, never rushed. A diamond bracelet catches the streetlight, her heels click against the cobblestone, and even the valet lowers his gaze. No security detail, no photographers, just silence, luxury, and presence. Some say she's the mysterious wife of Zeus, the billionaire who turned Monaco into his private empire. Others insist she's something more, the strategist behind the empire itself. At Hotel Hermitage, the elite gather around her table. No one dares to interrupt her quiet conversations. She doesn't flaunt wealth, she orchestrates it. One word from her can move millions. One glance can ignite rivalries among the Riviera's richest. Rumor has it, she owns more than cars. Yachts, villas, private art vaults, all hidden under layers of companies that lead nowhere. She exists like a myth, yet every deal in Monaco somehow circles back to her. To outsiders, she's a mystery. To insiders, she's the code, the silent force that keeps the city's luxury spinning in perfect rhythm. But even in a world built on secrets, one question burns brighter than the diamonds she wears. What does the Hidden Queen truly want, and who dares to stand in her way? Every evening, as the Mediterranean breeze drifts across Monte Carlo, a different kind of race begins. Not on the streets, but on the red carpets, terraces, and balconies overlooking the harbor. It's called the Riviera Fashion Duel, and no one announces it. Yet everyone in Monaco knows when it starts. The moment the first flash of a diamond gown glitters under the streetlight. Here, fashion isn't vanity, it's warfare dressed in silk. Each lady arrives like a statement from an empire. One glides in a silver Rolls-Royce Ghost wearing Elie-Saab couture, another in a scarlet Ferrari SF90 Stradale paired with a custom Hermès clutch worth more than a villa in Nice. Even the perfume trails they leave, Creed, Roja, Baccarat Rouge, become part of their signature. The rivalry isn't shouted. It's measured in silence, in glances across champagne glasses at the Hotel de Paris terrace. Who wore it better? Who came later but stole the spotlight? These questions ripple through the crowd like gossip wrapped in gold. At luxury boutiques, stylists compete for their attention. Chanel closes early for private fittings, Dior reopens after midnight by special request. Because for these women, exclusivity isn't a desire, it's oxygen. But tonight, something shifts. The Hidden Queen appears again. In a black gown threaded with sapphires, stepping out of her Bugatti. The crowd freezes. Every other lady lowers her eyes, aware that no matter the label, no one can outshine presence. The cameras catch it, one frame that defines the entire night. The queen walking past a line of billionaires' wives, her shadow brushing over sequins and pride alike. And as her reflection fades into the casino doors, whispers ignite, someone new is coming to challenge her crown, and this time, it won't be about beauty. It will be about legacy. Not every roar in Monaco comes from a brand new engine. Some whispers come from the past, echoes of glory reborn in chrome and velvet. When the Riviera sun sets and the neon lights begin to dance on the curves of the city, a different breed of arrival steals the spotlight: the legacy cars. These aren't just vehicles, they're rolling history books, carrying the soul of generations that built Monaco's legend. A 1962 Ferrari 250 GTO glides down the boulevard, driven by an elegant lady in her 70s, once a muse of Grace Kelly, now a living relic of a more romantic era. The crowd watches in awe as the car, valued at over $50 million, hums like poetry from another time. Behind her, a young entrepreneur pulls up in a futuristic Aston Martin Valkyrie, titanium, electric, and ruthless. Two eras side by side, beauty versus innovation, grace versus speed. For Monaco's women, these legacy cars are more than collectibles. They are inheritance and identity. Some were gifts from princes, others rebuilt from scratch after decades lost at sea. Each restoration tells a story of devotion, a woman's refusal to let history fade. During the annual Monaco Classic Car Week, these ladies arrive not to compete, but to remind the world that elegance has no expiration date. Crowds cheer louder for the women who drive with memory instead of ego. And when the hidden queen herself appears, not in her Bugatti this time, but in a restored Mercedes 300 SL Gullwing, once owned by a European duchess, the city falls silent. The message is clear: legacy, not novelty, is the real luxury. But as cameras flash, a new player watches from the crowd. A younger woman with ambition in her eyes and her hands on a prototype supercar. The next chapter of Monaco's power game is about to begin. When the engines quiet down and the crowd disperses, Monaco doesn't sleep. It evolves. Beyond the roar of supercars lies a quieter, deeper world, the real playground of the Riviera's most powerful women. The sound of revving engines is replaced by the soft clink of champagne glasses on private decks, the scent of salt and luxury perfume blending under the night sky. Here, the same women who stunned the streets now command floating palaces anchored off Port Hercules. Their yachts glow like constellations on water, 200-foot masterpieces where deals worth millions are sealed over laughter, music, and candlelight. One conversation can move art markets. One smile can shift investments from Dubai to Zurich. These are no longer mere socialites, they are architects of influence. Inside these gatherings, luxury is currency, but discretion is law. The Queen of Zeus is often seen hosting on her yacht, Aphrodite, surrounded by Monaco's most elusive guests, tycoons, heirs, designers, and diplomats. They don't talk about money, they talk about control. And the women, dressed in diamonds and calm authority, seem to control it all. Meanwhile, across the harbor, younger influencers try to enter this circle. But in Monaco, acceptance isn't bought. It's earned through silence, poise, and legacy. At midnight, as fireworks explode above the bay, the women raise their glasses not to celebrate, but to signal. Each toast carries meaning, alliances, promises, or quiet warnings hidden behind a smile. Because in Monaco's billionaire world, luxury is only the surface. The real game begins when the lights dim, and the women who rule the Riviera play their silent moves in the dark. In Monaco, silence isn't emptiness, it's authority. Every glance, every pause, every elegant smile conceals a language only the elite understand. This is the code of silence, the unwritten law that governs the billionaire circle of the Riviera. Here, those who speak too much vanish from invitations. Those who stay quiet move entire fortunes without a single word. The women of Monaco have mastered this art. They don't brag, they imply. A subtle nod during a gala, a shared look across a casino table. These gestures decide who gains favor and who fades into exile. Conversations are short, yet loaded with meaning. A compliment might be a threat, a toast might be a deal. The Hidden Queen embodies this rule like no other. She doesn't post, she doesn't explain, but when her Bugatti disappears from the harbor for weeks, rumors ripple through every penthouse. She's in Geneva closing another art fund, some say. No, others whisper. She's in Paris, meeting a prince. In Monaco, silence is more powerful than any roar of an engine. It protects fortunes, reputations, and legacies built over decades of quiet maneuvering. Every secret stays locked behind golden walls, not out of fear, but out of discipline. And when the queen finally returns, one look from her sends a shiver through the social order. No one knows what changed, only that something did. Because in a world where the loud seek attention and the rich seek recognition, the truly powerful seek invisibility. But what happens when silence itself becomes too loud to ignore? When one whisper threatens to shake Monaco's perfect illusion, the answer lies in the next arrival. As dawn breaks over the shimmering Riviera, the engines rest, the cameras dim, and Monaco returns to its quiet rhythm, a silence that hums with luxury. The women who ruled the night disappear behind tinted glass and golden gates, leaving only the scent of perfume and the echo of power. Their arrivals were not just moments of beauty, they were declarations of dominance, symbols of a world where elegance and influence walk hand in hand. Here, luxury isn't about what you wear or drive, it's about how you arrive. And in Monaco, arrival is an art form, mastered by women who understand that true wealth speaks softly but commands everything. Every car door closed tonight hides a secret, every smile masked an empire. And tomorrow, when the next engine roars to life, the cycle of power begins again. Tell me, which arrival captivated you the most? The style, the mystery, or the power behind the wheel? If you love exploring this hidden world of elegance and ambition, smash that like button, subscribe, and stay with us here on Inside the Billionaires, because the next story from Monaco's golden streets will make you question what luxury really means. Until then, keep your engines ready because the next arrival could change everything.